After a tough, heartbreaking 4-3 loss yesterday in which the Bend Elks scored 2 runs in the top of the 9th inning, the Springfield Drifters returned for game number 3 against the Bend Elks here at Amblin Sports Complex. Good evening and welcome to Springfield. Knight Uretsky, your play-by-play broadcaster, all along here on the Drifters live stream. We apologize for the late start on the live stream as our Wi-Fi has been a little bit shaky today in the press box and we were unable to upload today an hour. But we'll get that uploaded later on. We will not be able to play that due to starting a little bit later. But nonetheless, we're happy to have you here today in Springfield. National anthem soon. After the national anthem, we'll give you today's starting lineups here on the Drifters live stream.
gentlemen, please rise, remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Our first pitch today, introducing Melinda Preciado. Melinda is your chair, Oregon, USA. All right, Melinda, let's see a strike. Nice job.
Springfield 86 overall, picking up Bend Elks 7 in the finale here at Hamlin Sports Complex. Number 3, Bend took game number 1 and 2, scores 7-2 and 4-3 respectively. The Drifters look to avoid being swept at home for the second straight series. The first time it came up, it was against Wenatchee, and the Drifters were able to pull off a 10-8 victory for game number 3 and avoid being swept. Look to do the same today. Tyler Peterson, Stephen Meyer, Avery Ortiz, 1, 2, 3. Bo Sylvester, Maddox Maloney, Ryan Christensen, 4, 5, 6. Zach Toglia, and Justin Jake Hoskins rounded the order for Bend, facing off against the right-hander in Rylan Hyder. We apologize today if there is any technical difficulties, just Thursday afternoon. Hyder, the right-hander, wastes no time, the 1-0. That one misses high, and it's now 2-0 to Tyler Peterson. Peterson gets the start today for Bend in the leadoff spot, replacing Elijah Jackson, who had been there the previous 2 days. A 3-3 hitter at the plate. Takes the third pitch for a strike, and it's 2-1 from Hyder. Wind blowing out towards left field. As the 2-1 from Hyder. Off the plate, 3-1. Temp today, 85 degrees, and not a cloud inside. It's a gorgeous blue sky day here in Springfield. 3-1 the count, Peterson. As the pitch from Hyder is grounded to the first base side, and it's going to be foul, right? A total of 4 for 9 overall. Went 1 for 4 yesterday with a double, an RBI, and a walk. Hyder winds. Here's the pitch for Columbia College from Fox Island, Washington. Staring in against Rylan Hyder, the Washington State right-hander. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Goes that in the dirt. Catcher throws to first. It's a little off line, and because of that, reaching for fleet is Peterson. Meyer, the center fielder, with a runner at nobody out here in the top of the first. And error from Kellum is the call. Meyer will start today after sitting out yesterday. Got the start in game number 1. The junior coming to Old Dominion as he takes the first pitch inside 1-0. On the season, a .262 hitter is Meyer with 11 hits, 2 of them being triples with 7 RBIs, 6 strikeouts. 0 for 5 with the run scored against Springfield 2 days ago. Here's the 1-0 from Hyder. That one catches the knees for a strike, 1-1. Hyder this season, a 1-0 record. This is start number 4 on the year. 5.40 ERA, 18 in each pitch. 1-1 Hyder. Swing and miss. Hyder got it to work on the off speed. A change-up for strike number 2. Hyder, his last start was against Wenatchee on June 15th, 7 days ago. Here's the 1-2. Lifted in the air towards right field, pretty deep. Going back is Kleckner in center field to make the catch in the shaded area. Right center field alley. Heading back to first is Peterson. First out here on top of the first. Defensively for Springfield today, Bob Blunt in left field. Cole Kleckner in center field, who you just heard. Jaden Shepard going to be in right field. Charlie Updegrave, the first baseman. Ryan Cooney, the second baseman. Dawson Santana at short. Joe Longo at third. And behind the plate, you heard it already. Reed. There's Avery Ortiz now, the third baseman heading off to Oklahoma State. 208 hitter this season with 5 hits, a double, and 2 RBIs. Pitch to Ortiz, just off the plate, 1-0. Ortiz has started every game so far in this series for the Bend Elks. A total of 2 hits in at-bats, right-handed hitter. Here's the one from Hyder. That one comes in for strike, 1-1. Just 2 RBIs this season for Ortiz. 40% of his hits this season have come in this series. And this is just his 9th game. He takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. 1-2 from Hyder. Runner at first with 1 out here in the top of the first. Peterson there after swinging and missing. Reaching on a drop third strike error from Kellum at the plate. Here's the 1-2 to Ortiz. Runner's going to miss. Throw to second. It's going to be a little bit towards the right of the bag. Is sliding in safely with Peterson. Second strikeout for Hyder. But a runner in scoring position now for the Bend Elks. Brings Bo Sylvester, catcher from Oklahoma State as well. Back-to-back Cowboys in this Bend Elks lineup. Sylvester, he'll be heading into his 2nd season in the program. A 167 hitter this season with hits and 24 at-bats. 2 runs scored with an RBI and 3 walks. Sat out yesterday, but got the start in game number 1. Back behind the plate today. First pitch to Sylvester, outside, 1-0. Sylvester in game number 1 went 0 for 3, but did walk twice. Has an on-base percentage of .310 this season, so a lot better on-base percentage because 3 walked in 27 total plate appearances. Here's the 1-0 Sylvester. That one comes in for a strike. Slider from Hyder, 1-1. Error in this inning already for Springfield, who entered the series in the top 5 in defense, now currently sitting 9th in the WCL. 1 total errors on the season. 1 lifted in the air towards center field. Kleckner has a good read on it. Ranges to his right, makes the catch for out number 3. Peterson stranded at second after the 8 hits and no runs.
To the north side entrance.
Starting line for Springfield today is going to be Cole Kleckner, Dawson Santana, Joe Longo, 1, 2, 3. Ryan Hayes batting 4th, Bobby Manford in the 5 spot, Reed Kellum batting 6th. Brad Grave going to be batting 7th, followed by Jaden Shepard and Ryan around the order.
Is the center fielder, number 9.
They'll be facing off against the right-hander in Luke Allwood, a right-hander from Seattle University. As Kleckner steps into the box in the 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Kleckner comes in a strike, 0-1. Cole Kleckner this season having a good start to year number 2 with the Springfield Drifters, a .556 batting average this season, and now his 4th game as he pops it in the air towards the left side of the field, dropping quickly, but in left field, Sukata makes the catch for out number 1. Defensively for Ben, Justin Sukata in left field. He just heard Stephen Meyer in center field. And from left to right, Avery Ortiz at third, Jake Hoskins at shortstop, Tyler Peterson at second, Zach Toglia at first, and Bo Sylvester behind the plate. First pitch to Dawson Santana comes in a strike from Wood, 0-1. Santana this season making his now 14th start of the year, 15th game play. Average. He watches the pitch come in for a strike, and it's now quickly going to from Allwood, the right-hander from Seattle University, who is just added to the roster today for Ben. 6'4", 10 pounds is Allwood. The 0-2 Santana chopper up the middle, coming over as Hoskins at short. He throws the tire Santana.
Baseman, number 47, Joe Longo.
Brings up Joe Longo, the junior from the University of Michigan, a .333 hitter this season, 6 hits, 18 at-bats. As he watches the first pitch, miss away, 1-0. So far, he's had a hit in each of his previous 5 games started. Had a 2-hit performance against Wenatchee on the 14th as he grounds the second pitch he sees to the third base side. Backhanding it at third is Ortiz, and his throw to the diamond retires Longo. 3 up, 3 down the offensively. We'll head to the second. 0-0 the score here on the Drifters live stream. Maddox Maloney, Ryan Christensen, Zach Toglia all due up. Batters 5, 6, and 7 against the right-hander, Rylan Hyder. First pitch here in the top of the second comes in for to Maddox Maloney, the DH today, and it's 0-1. Maloney, yesterday, hit a ball in the 9th, second of the game, and ultimate double was able to score him as the Elks were able to take the lead 4-3 in the 9th and come from behind for the victory against the Drifters. That one misses high, and it's 1-1 to Maddox Maloney at the plate. Here's the 1-1 from Hyder. Hit towards left field on a line, drops down in front of Blanford for a base hit. Maddox Maloney, 3 straight at-bats with a hit dating back to last game, and he's the leadoff single. First hit today for the Bend Elks. I'll bring up Ryan Christensen with Maloney at first here in the top of the second. Christensen gets the start today, having yesterday went 1 for the knees, 1-0 from Hyder. So far, Hyder has not thrown a ton of first pitch strikes, and that was something that Coach Alan Embry really harped on in the pregame Allen Hour. Again, we'll try to get that uploaded a little bit later today as the fouled straight back, 1-1. Wi-Fi today has been tough here in the press box. It took a while for us to finally be able to get the live stream going, and we understand that there's a lot of glitches today, and we apologize for that. Hoping to get that squared away, if not by today, hopefully by tomorrow. Here's 1-1 from Hyder. Down and inside, a 2-1 to Christensen. Sophomore from Sacramento State, California. He's also from Sacramento in California as well. And takes inside, and it's now 3-1. Christensen's a guy that strikes out a ton so far this season. 15 strikeouts and 35 at-bats over the past 6 games. He's struck out in each of those games. Here's a 3-1. One's grounded foul, and Christensen has 2 strikes now. We'll see if Hyder can get punch out number 3 here today after striking out Peterson and Ortiz in the first. Has a full count with a runner first and Maloney. Here's the 3-2, and that's going to be high and away. Going to be a walk to Christensen. And the first 2 batters reach Zach Tolia now. First baseman from Gig Harbor, Washington, playing at the University of Portland. A 125 pitch, opposite there towards the right side of the field. Second, and it's a good first pitch out for Hyder on the mound. And I'll bring up Justin Ducata now, who's seeing his first action here in this series. 10th game overall. Was just hitting 100 with 2 hits in 20 at-bats, but those 2 hits have been meaningful for the Bend Elks, both of them being doubles as an RBI. First pitch to Sukata, ground ball first base, up to Gray, fields it at first, throws it to 1, and Santana just has to hold it, doesn't have a play to first. Up to Grave gets the lead runner, and Christensen going to second, but Maloney heads the third on the play, and it's going to be runners at the corners, 2 outs. Still 0-0 here in the Hoskins, as well as Sukata, first appearance of the series. Hoskins, a senior from Field, originally from Hillsboro, Oregon. First pitch to Hoskins. That one's a strike, 0-1. Hoskins just hits, that's 167 average, has 1 RBI, but to that RBI total here. Maloney at third after the lead still has worked his way all the way over 90 feet away from scoring. The 0-1 fouled off at the plate off of Hoskins. And now it's 2. Hyder a strike away from getting out of this inning unscathed after the first 2 batters on a single and a walk. Hyder, a guy that Coach Alan Embry has been pretty high on. Guy that's looking to cement himself in the top 6 pitching rotation. Throw back to first. In there safely is Sukata. Hyder stares in. Now comes back. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Hoskins takes it away, 1-2. Drifters today wearing their Pescadores jerseys once again. Second time this season they've worn these light blue alternate jerseys. I really like them, and fans have definitely been a fan of them as well. Here's 1-2. Down away, 2-2 now to Hoskins. Hyder back-to-back balls. 2 for the punch out. Hoskins, Jason. Hyder ready. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch. Swing. Strikeout number 3 for Hyder. And they'll strand 2 runners after Tuscata was taken off towards second. Well, to the bottom of the second. 0-0 the score here on the Drifters Live.
At the plate, designated hitter, number 15.
Here in the bottom of the second inning. 0-0 the score. Luke Allwood back on the mound as the first. Hayes is grounded to the right side. Picking up is Peterson at second. His throw to first. In time is Toglia is there. 4 out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out to begin this bottom of the second inning. Brings up Bobby Blanford. So far, the first 4 batters, Luke Allwood has thrown 8 total pitches after 1 pitch, 1, 2, 3 inning in the bottom of the first inning. And now here's Bobby Blanford. As the first pitch to Blanford misses away, 1-0. Blanford gets the start in left field for the second straight day. Pretty good hitter at the plate, 385 this season with 5 hits, 2 runs scored. Blanford takes it, 1 for Allwood. The right-hander from Seattle University, who just wrapped up his first season there, went 2-4 in 6 starts and 16 appearances with Red Hot. Blanford grounds it first, Toglia fields it, hands it to Allwood for out number 2. Up now is Reed Kellum, the catcher, with 2 outs and nobody on.
29, Reed Kellum.
Kellum, the start today for the Drifters behind the plate. Started yesterday, went 1 for 4 with an RBI. Allwood throwing some heat in this game. 0-1. Of Sylvester, 0-2. Getting ahead once again. Right-hander from Hawaii. Went to Maui High School there where he was a 3-year level. Inside Kellum, 1-2. 97 that time from Allwood. And I believe that's the fastest pitch of the season. The last time I saw, a little over 95, and that one, 97 was that one. 2 and I believe 97 is the high. That's pretty impressive from Allwood, the fastest that I've seen. Holbert yesterday throwing 95, but 97's a bit higher than that. In the dirt now, 3-2. Reed Kellum, the catcher from Tulane. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. We'll do it again. Kellum, a 220 fouled off. Kellum stays alive. 0-0 the score. So far, it's a good pitching duel. Hyder will strand 2 runners on base. Drifters still looking for their first base runner. Here's the 3-2. Miss, strikeout 1 for Allwood. 3 up, 3 down.
Don't forget to grab your Drifters gear before it's gone! Visit the Drifters merchandise store located by the north entrance and be part of the Drifters crew for the 2023 season. With a great set of styles and sizes, you're sure to find the perfect gear for the entire family. Reminder, folks, today is Thirsty Thursday. Get your discounted draft beer on both the first and third base concessions. Plate is the second baseman, number 26, Tyler Peterson.
Tyler Peterson, Meyer, Avery Ortiz, top up here in the top of the third. First, Tyler hit towards the left side and fouled away by Peterson. And Peterson reached base safely in the first after striking out. It was a drop air where he kept him behind the plate. Before that air, number 22 of the season for Springfield. Oh, Peterson take a slider for a strike. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Peterson. Oof, just off the plate, 1-2. So far, just 1 hit for Bend Elks. They've had 3 total base runners with a single, a walk, and a strikeout with the rotation in Peterson at the plate. Takes down and in, 2-2. Under the 2-2. Outside again on the count run for Peterson. Going to call a full count for Hyder. The one here looking for another scoreless inning in the 0. Block for the Elks puts a runner at first. That'll bring up Stephen Meyer, the center fielder. So far 0-4 for number 1. Heading back to first is Peterson. First inning, Peterson at first, and Meyer flying out center. And brings up Avery Ortiz, who struck swinging in the first inning. It was the second punch out for Hyder, who now has 3 punch outs. Here in the third, 1 out and a runner at first. Now stretch, first pitch to Ortiz is a strike from Hyder. 0-1. Ortiz now just 2 hits and 11 total at bats. That one swing and a miss from Ortiz on 2. Now at bat number 12 of the series. And he struck out now in each of the games. 3 total strikeouts in the 3 games played. On the verge of number 4 here. Takes down and away 1-2. He's on a 3-game strikeout. 1 strike in the final game against Corvallis on the 16th. Struck out then, and then now is struck out in 3 straight, so 4 total games now. 1-2 to Ortiz. Hit towards the right field side, slice and foul, landing foul. Do the 1-2 again. More active yesterday. Saw 1 home run yesterday, only 1 of the season. The way the wind's blowing, we might see more today. 1-2. Runner heading into first safely was Peterson, who was had to go all the way second to first, and he gets there safely. 0-0 the score. Sylvester, a fly out to center field, his first time up. First pitch to Sylvester. Hyder fires in a strike, 0-1. Sylvester, through his first 25 at-bats here in year number 2 at the Elks, 4 total hits. A lot less production than last season, in which he was one of the top players in the WCL. He takes high, and it's 1-1. Last season in Bend, he was given the Top Prospect Award in the WCL after hitting .355 with 44 total hits, 8 doubles, 8 home runs, and 43 RBIs. But he's been hitless in the last 3 games. 1, taken high and inside. Thought about offering, not 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Hyder. That one hit foul by Sylvester. It's even 2-2. Hyder a strike away from ending the inning on a strikeout for the second straight frame. Get Sylvester at the plate. Yep. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Sylvester launches it deep towards left field. It's hooked in, and it's going to be fair and gone. Lands in the bullpen of Bend, and it's a 2-run shot for Bo Sylvester. His first home run of the season. 2-0 Elks here in the third. 328 feet, 92 miles per hour off the bat for Sylvester. And with 1 swing of the bat, the second hit of the day for Bend makes it a 2-0 game. Maddox Maloney singled his first time up. 2 outs, takes the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. The first hit for Sylvester in a week. His last hit was against Corvallis on the 15th, and it was just a single then. His previous 4 hits, all singles. As Maloney gets over it, 0-2. And Springfield, they're a team that gives up a lot of home runs, as the 0-2 is outside, 1-2. Springfield coming into the second most home runs allowed this season with 7, and now the 8th. 2-0 on the board here in the top of the third. The 1-2 from Hyder. Taken down and away, 2-2. It's a tough one. He was a strike away from getting out of the inning, putting 0 on. Instead, it's 2-0, and Allwood on the other side's been dealing. Just misses there from Hyder. A little bit low. And the count full. The 3-2. Inside, and Maloney's walked with 2 outs.
Right fielder number 10, Ryan Christensen.
Brings up Ryan Christensen now. Christensen walked his first time up. That was in the second, and now up for the second time. Christensen, that was his 6th one of the season. But again, he's a guy that strikes out a lot. 15 strikeouts and now 35, actually still 35 at bats after the walk. He takes a strike. Was now the Elks have another runner in scoring position here in the third. Christensen down to 2 strikes. Hyder just needs to worry about the batter at the plate with the 2 outs. Here's the 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Get that third and final strike. Has 3 strikes. Batters will punch out. Let's see if he can get it here. The 1-2, and Christensen calls times. Pitch won't count. We'll do the 1-2 again. Here's the 1-2. A little low. 2-2 now. On at second after the 2-out walk and stolen base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The right Russian at the plate. 7 RBIs this season. Has number 8 waiting for him at second. The 2-2. Poglia. The 3-2. Hit in the air towards right field. Shepard ranges. Makes the catch for out number 3. 2-run home run for Bo Sylvester, his first of the 2023 season. We head now to the bottom at 2-0 the score on the Drifters live stream.
At the plate is first baseman number 31, Charlie Updegrave.
Charlie Updegrave drives the ball towards left field. Going back. It's for the wall. Charlie Updegrave puts a run on the board for Springfield, and it's 2-1. Updegrave sends it 357 feet over the wall, and that's his second hit of the season. And that's one for the Drifters as it brings up Jaden Shepard, who swings at the first pitch, sends it to center field, but it's a down play by Stephen Meyer, robbing a hit from Jaden Shepard, and it's been an exciting start to this bottom of the third inning. Grave, and then the diving center by Meyer brings up the 9 play. The last batter to face off against Allwood. First pitch, he takes for a strike on 1. The single to right field gets his first hit since June 14th, over a week ago. And the fact heading off to the University of Oregon next year is aboard at first, and this has been the best the Drifters have hit. Geckner, who flew out to left field, his first in May, 1-0. Cole Kleckner yesterday had 4 hits, went 4 against Bend, 2 runs before the loss. 1-0 to Kleck. That one misses. He likes the call, 2-0. Reached base safely in each of the games so far. Has a 43 on-base reach streak, if you date back to his value. And now is ahead 3-0 with Cooney at first. Throw back to first, and sliding back is Cooney. Still waiting the Kleckner. That's 3-1. I believe have 2-2 on the scoreboard. It is 3-1. Throw back to first, bouncing it was not good. There safely, though, is Cooney at first. Pitch. Pass swing. And that is a punch out. I thought he called one ball a ball, but apparently it was a strike, and that's strikeout number 2 for Allwood. And brings up Dawson Santana. Here's Santana now, the shortstop. Whew, almost got beamed inside and did. Just clipped him. He's heading to first on the hit by pitch, 92 miles per hour. Looks like to the red. I'll bring up Joe Longo with a runner at first. 2 outs, 2-1 the score. Drifters looking to equalize it here after a 2-run home run in the top of the inning by the catcher, Bill Sylvester. First pitch, Longo, a strike, 0-1. The 0-1 Longo. Ball left side into the dugout of Bend. 0-2. Two hits so far in this for Springfield after being hitless through the first 2. Longo looking for number 3 in this inning to bring in Ryan Cooney, who's standing second. The 0-2 to Longo. Whew, inside. That almost hit him. 94 miles per hour. And he had to get out in a hurry. The 1-2. Grounded. Foul. It's a tough, hard line drive from Longo. That one hopped left the chalk. He'll do it again. Longo starting for the first time at third base.
At the plate is the first baseman, number 28, Zach Tolia. At the plate is the left fielder, number 15, Justin Sukata. At the plate is the shortstop, number 25, Jake Hoskins.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. We were off air. We believe we're back on air now. It's been a shaky game so far, at least in terms of Wi-Fi. In terms of what just happened, Jake Hoskins roped the double left field, scoring Jack Toglia from first base. As the first pitch now to Tyler Peterson here in the fourth comes in. And I believe it's 1-0. So runner at third, one out, 3-1 the score now here in the top of the fourth inning as that one misses inside 2-0. Hyder with a 2-0 count and a runner at third. Fires a pitch that's grounded to first. Fielding it is up to Grave. He taps on first, keeping Hoskins at third. And that's the second out here on the top of the fourth.
At the plate is the center fielder, number 1, Stephen Mayer.
Brings up Stephen Meyer now. Meyer to the plate with a runner at third. As the first pitch comes in a strike on 1. Meyer so far today, 2 fly balls to center field. And now a 2-run lead for the second straight inning for the Bend Elks. Do they get one back after Charlie Updegrave put the Drifters on the board in the bottom of the third inning with a solo shot to left field. The 0-1, a strike from Hyder. Now 0-2. Hyder a strike away from getting out of the inning and getting his 4th strikeout overall as he's pitching here in the 4th. The 0-2. That one high and away, 1-2. The 1-2 from Hyder. Fouled away. We'll do the 1-2 again. 3-1, Bend with the lead. In the third inning, it was a 2-run home run from Bo Sylvester to put the Elks up 2-0. And then an inning later, it was the RBI double from Hoskins. Meyer swings at the 1-2, sends it deep towards left field, over Blanford and left. He fields it off the wall, and then throws it to the cutoff man. Trying to go to third on the play was Meyer, and he's easily thrown out. Tried to stretch the double to a triple, but he does get the RBI on the double. And it's now 4-1 Bend as we'll head to the bottom of the fourth inning here on the Drifters live stream.
At the plate is the designated hitter, number 15, Ryan Hayes.
Ryan Hayes, Bobby Blandford, and Reed Kellum, 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Drifters against Luke Allwood, the right-hander. First pitch, it is a slider from Allwood, 0-1. Hayes, his first time up, a ground ball to second, he's 0 for 1. Pops the second pitch he sees in the air, Allwood sprinting after it, he has a read on it, and then he lost it. He overran it. He was finding it before Sylvester, the catcher, could. I've never seen that. A pitcher just full-on sprint behind the plate looking to catch a pop-up, and then he overran it, and I think that's the reason why he's on the mound and not in the outfield. Nonetheless, it's an 0-2 count to Ryan Hayes, the DH. Hayes, WCL guys, as he's inside 4 miles per hour from Allwood. And Red Hawk versus Red Hawk match. 1-2. Hayes, ground ball left side. Third is Ortiz, throw to first, beats Hayes for out number 1. So far, just 2 hits first 3 innings. And Hayes now 0 for 2. We'll bring up Bobby Blandford. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to first. Something out of nothing here in this 4th game. And that's a strike thrown to Blandford, 1-1. Only the scoreboard reads 3-1, but it's a 4-1 game after a run came in on the double in the top of the 4th inning. That double went to Stephen Meyer, the center fielder, who got it over Bobby Blandford, who's at the 2-1. And inside, 3-1 now, left-handed hitter. Here's Blandford. Pop foul. 3-2. Off pitch. Line. Bobby Barrel's going to stop at second with the double as Bobby Blandford picks up a first extra base hit this season, and it is his first double overall. Now 1 for 2 and puts himself in scoring position of 3 in the 4-1 ball game.
At the plate is the catcher, number 29,
Kellum so far 0 for 1 with the strikeout swinging. Beyond here, trying to kick the lead in half. Oh, and 1. And this is going to be a chop in the middle at as Peterson. Throw to first, retires Kellum for out number 2.
At the plate is the first baseman, 31, Charlie Updegrave.
Brings up Charlie Updegrave now with a third, 2 outs. Updegrave 1 for 1 with a home run over the left field wall. First pitch swinging. That short as Hoskins. He'll throw it to first to retire Updegrave and stranding Blandford at third. 4-1 scores. We get to the 5th here on the Drifters live stream.
This is game 3 of our 6th match. Tomorrow, as we start our next series against the Cowlitz Black Bears. Tomorrow is also a Stomp Out Campus, where everyone wearing pink will get half off PA tickets. And come back on Saturday for our cap giveaway night for our Stomp Out Campus night, where everyone is pink and will get half off tickets. At the plate is the right fielder, number 33, Jaden Shepard. At the plate is the second baseman, number 25, Ryan Cooney. At the plate is the center fielder, number 9, Cole Kleckner. At the plate is the shortstop, number 7, Dawson Santana. At the plate is the third baseman, number 47, Joe Longo.
Still apologizing for the technical difficulties today. Hopefully the stream is back and working, hopefully for the rest of the game. Right now, it's runners at first and second, 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th as Joe Longo takes a strike, 0-1. So far in this inning, Jaden Shepard grounded out, Ryan Cooney singled, then Cole Kleckner singled, moving Cooney over to second. So Kleckner's at first, Cooney at second, After that, it was Santana popping up to shortstop as Longo takes a strike, and it's now 0-2 here in this 4-1 ball game in the bottom of the 5th inning. Springfield right now has 5 hits after those 2 here in this inning with Cooney and Kleckner. Bend also 5 hits, but 4 runs for the Elks, mainly highlighted by the 2-run home run by Bo Sylvester, the catcher. 1-2 the count now to Longo, as Luca DiPaolo's now the right-hander in the game, replacing Luke Allwood, who threw 4 innings, allowing 1 run on a solo shot to Charlie up the grave. Outside, and it's now 2-2. Final line for Allwood, 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. Topped out at 97 miles per hour, though, so that was the highlight for the right-hander from Seattle University. The 2-2 to Longo. High, and now the count's run full. On deck is Ryan Hayes, the DH, who's 0 for 2 today. Longo looking to extend the inning. He's the tying run at the plate. DiPaolo set at the waist. The 3-2. Longo drives the ball to left field. Going back is Sukata, and he watches it go off the ground and off the wall. That's going to score 2 runs as Longo's at second with a 2 RBI double, and it's 4-3. Ben's still at the lead, but a big hit by Longo to bring the Drifters within 1. Joe Longo picks up his 2nd double of the season, and it's a big one. Drifters needed that, as Longo extends his hitting streak now to 6 games, and now he's in scoring position as the tying run in this 4-3 ball game. Ryan Hayes with 2 outs at the plate. The first pitch, Hayes pops it up in the infield, now in foul territory. Toglia under it, makes the catch for out number 3. 3 hits in the inning, 2 runs, 1 runner left stranded, no errors. We'll head to the 6th inning, 4-3 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
Do you want to be like a drifter? Well, you can train like a drifter. Come work out with our players at Elements Health Club here in Springfield. Elements is our workout partner, and they could be yours. Visit them at one of their Lane County locations. Include the one 5 minutes down the road. Who knows? You might be a drifter ball player someday. On the mound is number 27, Toby Twist. At the plate is number 10, Ryan Christensen.
New pitcher in the game, it's the left-hander Toby Twist, who's going off to University of Oregon next year. First pitch to Ryan Christensen to begin this top of the 6th inning is fouled back. 0-1. Going to be Ryan Christensen, Zach Toglia, and Justin Sukata due up here in this 4-3 game after the Drifters scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning to make it a 1-run game. Twist gets ahead 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. 3-pitch strikeout to begin Toby Twist's day. And it brings up Zach Toglia, who's 1 for 2 today with a single and a run scored in the 4th, his last time up.
Number 28, Zach Toglia.
Toglia, the sophomore from the University of Portland, sees the first pitch missed away from Twist, 92 miles per hour from the lefty, 1-0. Toby Twist started in right field yesterday, the two-way player, now on the mound. The 1-0 bounces in, 2-0. Toby Twist, one pitching appearance prior to this one, through 1 inning against Wenatchee on June 14th. Walked the batter, struck out 2, faced 4 overall with no earned runs. 2-0 from Twist. Called a strike, able to get on the outside part of the plate for a 2-1 count now to Toglia. Twist 6'2", 200 pounds from Bakersfield, California. 2-1 down and away, 3-1. Played at Bakersfield Christian High School. Originally went to Garces Memorial High School, another private high school in the Kern County area, but ultimately transferred to BCHS after his first season at Garces. And that's a swing and a miss from Toglia. And it's now full 3-2. Sukata on deck, awaiting after this 3-2 pitch. Toglia. And that's strikeout number 2 for Toby Twist. Back-to-back Ks to begin Twist's day. Brings up Justin Sukata now. Sukata reached on a fielder's choice in the second, lined out to right field his second time up. And now we'll have the lefty versus lefty matchup here in the top of the 6th. First pitch swinging for Sukata. He fouls it back, 0-1. Twist comes in for Rylan Hyder, who threw 5 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts. The 0-1. That one misses, 1-1 from Toby Twist. Sukata, another Portland pilot at the plate. So we just saw Toglia, another Portland player. The 1-1. Called to strike, 1-2. Kind of like how they did that today. You saw Avery Ortiz and Bo Sylvester, both those players at Oklahoma State, and now Toglia and Sukata, both from Portland, grouping the guys together. 1-2 from Twist. Called strike 3. Toby Twist strikes out the side with 2 backwards Ks, and we'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 4-3 the score here on the Drifters live stream. Bottom of the 6th inning, Bobby Blandford, Reed Kellum, and Charlie Updegrave all due up. Going to be batters 5, 6, and 7 for the Drifters, as the first pitch misses away from Luca DiPaolo, 1-0. So Luca DiPaolo on the mound, the prospect from the University of Southern California. Throws a pitch that's hit in the air towards right field, and catching it in right center is Meyer, the center fielder, for out number 1. Brings up Reed Kellum now. Kellum so far today, 0 for 2 with the strikeout swinging back in the second. His first time facing off against Luca DiPaolo, who came in last inning and allowed 2 runs on an RBI double by Joe Longo. First pitch down and away, 1-0 from DiPaolo. Here's the 1-0. That one drops in for a strike, 1-1. DiPaolo, I believe this is his first time pitching not only this summer, but also potentially of his career. That one's fouled off. I'd imagine that he threw in high school, but he hadn't thrown at USC. Did not throw last summer when playing for the Corvallis Knights, and has not thrown this year. As the 1-2 to Kellum. Sit in the air, deep towards left field. Sukata giving chase in the alleyway, makes the catch for out number 2. That time, Sukata able to track it down, and it brings up now Charlie Updegrave here in this 4-3 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. Updegrave, a solo shot in the 3rd, grounded out in the first pitch he saw, the last time up in the 4th. Stands in for the 3rd time today. First pitch. Updegrave takes low, 1-0. The other option is this isn't Luca DiPaolo, and maybe there was a jersey miss-up, but it may be him, as he misses a little high and away, 2-0. No, that happens quite frequently in the WCL, even on the Drifters team today. Several players not wearing their normal jersey number due to the change in uniforms, as this one's going to be hit in the air towards left field alley. It goes off the wall. And heading to second with a 2-out double is Charlie Updegrave. Have a day, Charlie. Came in with 1 hit on the season, has a home run and a double now, and this is the bounce-back game that Charlie Updegrave definitely needed. And he puts himself in scoring position with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And that's the tying run with Jaden Shepard coming to the plate, who's 0 for 2 with a line out to center field. And a ground down his last time up an inning ago when he led things off. It's really hard to tell if this is DiPaolo on the mound, as he is a catcher, and normally you see him with the helmet on. As Shepard checks his swing, he went around 0-1. Nonetheless, though, on the roster card, he is listed at 35, and we think this is DiPaolo, who's heading off to his 2nd year at USC. Shepard pops it in the air towards the right side. Poglia and Peterson in the area. Peterson calls him off and catches it for out number 3. Just a 2-out double for Updegrave. He's left stranded at second. We to the 7th. 4-3 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
At the plate is the shortstop, number 25, Jake Hoskins.
Jake Hoskins coming to the plate to face off against Toby Twist, as the first pitch is fouled away by Hoskins, 0-1. Mark Sylvester commented, not DiPaolo pitching. I don't think it's DiPaolo either, but he is listed at 35 on the roster, and the roster card they gave us in the press box also is 35. If you could help us out and let us know who the pitcher is, that'd be great. as the 0-1 to Hoskins is grounded foul. 0-2. 4-3 the score here in the top of the 7th inning, as it's going to be Hoskins, Peterson, and Meyer 9-1-2 due up against Toby Twist, and in for his second inning of relief after having a 1-2-3 frame with 3 strikeouts. This is down and away, 1-2 now. But Toby Twist had 3 strikeouts. 2 were looking, 1 were swinging, and he has himself ahead 1-2 again. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. That is the 3rd called strikeout by Toby Twist, and he's faced off against 4 batters and has struck them all out. He's shaping up to be a strikeout pitcher here in the WCL, and he has yet to throw in college. Just an incoming freshman to the University of Oregon, playing here in the South Willamette Valley with the Drifters. First pitch to Tyler Peterson, bounces in 1-0. Peterson, a strikeout in the first, a walk and a run in the third, and then a ground out in the fourth, up for the 4th time now. 1-0 to Peterson, grounded up to Twist. He jumps up, fields it, underhands it to first for out number 2. First batter not to strike out against Twist, but yet it is on the top of the 7th. There's 4-3 ball game. Meyer now, 1 for 3 with a double his last time up in the 4th inning. And he'll try to be the first batter to get a hit off of the lefty in Toby Twist, Bakersfield, California. And actually, this is going to be Ruben Cedillo pinch hitting as Cedillo watches the first pitch drop in for a strike. Cedillo started yesterday in his first game with the Bend Elks. As Twist and 1. Cedillo yesterday went 2 for 3 at the plate with an RBI and a strikeout. Now his 4th at bat of the young season. 0-1. Called a strike. Ben can't believe it. That one, well. I don't blame him. Twist gets the call, 1-2. Here's the pitch. Grounded foul, and we'll do it again. Just looking at the track man, and that was well below the knees of Cedillo. You could hear the Bend dugout saying, "What are we doing?" They don't get the call, but Michael Green, the home plate umpire, gifts it to Toby Twist. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a 1-run game in the top of the 7th. Pitch from Twist. Driven deep towards left center field. It's launched, but Kleckner at the wall makes the catch for out number 3. Hard hit ball by Cedillo, but it can't go over the wall as it's a fly out for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down once again with a strikeout for Twist. We head now to the bottom of the 7th. 4-3 the score here on the Drifters live stream.
Fans, it is time for the 7th inning stretch. All right, Drifters fans, I want to hear ya. A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the Drifters. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's get some runs. Bend Elks is number 37, Briner Wildlama. At the plate, second baseman number 24, Ryan Cooney.
Ryan Cooney, Cole Kleckner, Dawson Santana. 9-1-2 due up for the Drifters against a new pitcher. It's Brenner Waiolama, right-hander on the mound for Bend, as the first pitch to Cooney is fouled away 0-1. Waiolama, a incoming freshman to the University of Hawaii, had a 2.00 ERA this past season at North Torrance High School in Torrance, California. And now he makes his debut with the Bend Elks. The 0-1 is fouled off by Cooney, 0-2. He comes in for number 35, who, again, we had listed at Luke DePaula. We don't think it is DePaula, of course. Mark Sylvester said not DePaula pitching. Still don't know who that pitcher was. Nonetheless, 4 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and a strikeout. Outside from the right-hander in Waiolama. And 1-2 now to Ryan Cooney, who's 2 for 2 with singles. 1-2 to Cooney. Ground ball left side, past a diving Hoskins at shortstop. And the leadoff man's aboard for Springfield here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
At the plate is the center fielder number 9, Cole Kleckner.
Brings up Cole Kleckner now. Kleckner 1 for 3 with a single and a run his last time up. Pitch swinging, gets it just past Ortiz at third and then past Hoskins at shortstop. Both of them were diving, but Kleckner gets his second single in a row. And it moves runners to first and second with nobody out, and Dawson Santana coming to the plate. You got to think this is going to be a bunt here. Santana bunting on this Springfield team. Springfield third in the WCL in sack hits with so far this season. And with runners at first and second, nobody out, the Drifters are looking to move the go-ahead run into scoring position and the tying run to third. Santana shows bunt, bunts it down the third base line, and it is a perfect bunt, I believe, as he... Oh, that was a bang-bang play. It looked like Ortiz was waiting for the ball to just come to him. And wow, Alan Embry is upset. He may get tossed. Coach Richards is out. He's arguing the call. Everyone in the stands is screaming he was safe. I thought he was safe. Santana's standing at first. And Richards is having a word with Isaac McAllister, and those two have history. Last year, McAllister threw out Coach Richards for his first ejection as a Drifters skipper. And the two break with Santana walking slowly to the dugout.
At the plate is the third baseman.
So it just goes down as a sack hit. And instead of bases loaded, nobody out, here's Joe Longo, who had a 2 RBI double his last time up, and now with a hit here, he could score 2 runs once again and make it a 1-run lead for Springfield here in this 4-3 game. He fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. Really, though, Longo just needs to put the ball in play to score the runner, and Cooney at third. And both the runners on base have speed. Kleckner, the guy you want at second if you're going to have a hit to the outfield. The 0-1 to Longo. He takes outside, 1-1 from Waiolama. Longo 1 for 3. See what he can do here in the bottom of the 7th. Springfield looking to come from behind today. Bend leading. Their lead was as much as 3. Longo, a dribbler to third. Coming in is Cooney, and we're tied on the ground out by Longo. Ortiz gets out Longo at first, but it's an RBI ground out by Joe Longo. And we're even 4-4 here in the bottom of the 7th. And with 2 outs, in steps Ryan Hayes with Kleckner at second. Longo, RBI number 3 today with Ryan Hayes, rather DH, at the plate. Trying to drive his CLU buddy and Kleckner at second. As the pitch is outside, 1-0. Hayes and Kleckner, both guys last year that came and played their summer here in Springfield. Both of them ended up committing to Seattle University apart towards the end of the season, and both of them had great years at Seattle, starting over 40 games each. 1-0 to Hayes. 2-0. So the 2 not only here in Springfield, but also at Seattle University. And let's see if the 2 original drifters win. Ryan Hayes, he has history against Bend. A year ago, he hit a walk-off hit for the first hit as a walk-off in Drifters history. As the 2-0 is swung on and missed by Hayes. 91 right past him, 2-1. It was in the 10 of a 3 game. Hayes the ball left field, just in front of a diving outfielder and left. And that scored a runner from third. And the Drifters walked off against the Elks. 2-1, swing and a miss. Alama, another swing and strike. And it's now 2-2 with 2 outs. At second. Here in this 4-4 ball game. The 2. Hayes goes down swinging. 3 swings, 3 strikes for Hayes, and we'll head to the 8th, even 4-4 here on the Drifters live stream. Avery Ortiz, Bo Sylvester, and Maddox Maloney due up here in the 8th inning as Toby Twist returns to the mound and misses inside 1-0. Twist so far has faced the minimum, 6 up, 6 down in his 2 innings of relief. Now in for as he is 2-0. So far, though, through 2 innings, 4 strikeouts, with 3 strikeouts being backwards Ks. He's done a great job on the mound and looking to keep up the success. Put 0 on the board in this 4-4 game after Springfield was able to tie in the bottom of the 7th. That one may be a little high, and it's now 3-0 to Ortiz, who walked his last time up. Prior to that, a strikeout swinging and a pop up to right field. Here's a 3-0 from Twist. That one misses. Looks a little low. Heading to first, Ortiz. First walk today by Toby Twist. And it brings up Bo Sylvester, who hit a 2-run home run back in the 3rd inning. That makes it, and this may be it for Toby Twist as Coach Richards is out. And he takes the ball from Toby Twist. So we'll step aside and take a break. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is on the other half of this break. Live stream.
On the mound for the Springfield Drifters is number 26, Bryce Armstrong. At the plate is the catcher, number 3, Bo Sylvester.
So Sylvester comes back up to the plate with a new pitcher. It's the left-hander Bryce Armstrong from Fresno State with the runner at first after the leadoff walk by Toby Twist. First pitch swinging to Sylvester. High chop third, long first. That's Sylvester. Beat up his first start at third base of his career as a listed catcher. He ended up playing outfield through his first couple of games. We saw him at first yesterday, and now today he's at the hot corner and gets the throw out there to Sylvester. But the scoring position is Ortiz with 1 out, and here's Maddox in a 4-4 game in the top of the 8th inning. Toby Twist, 2 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 runs, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. As the first pitch misses inside and gets past Kellum, and moving over to third is Ortiz now. So Twist allowed 1 base runner. It was the leadoff walk to Ortiz, and now he's standing at third. He represents the go-ahead run here in the 8th. Maddox Maloney today, a single in the 2nd, a walk in the 3rd, and a strikeout swinging back in the 5th. The 1-0 from Armstrong. Hits Maloney. Got him running up. Bryce Armstrong this season 0-1 with a 10.0 ERA. That's obviously inflated as he threw 1 and 2/3 innings pitched with 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts, 8 batters. And after all of that, Coach Richards is going to talk things over with Armstrong. Normally when Richards goes out there, he takes the ball from the pitcher. Yesterday, we saw for the first time him not do that. And I think it's just trying to settle him down here in this situation. Now, the pitch Maloney, not the worst case scenario here. As it now puts runners on the corners and one out, and here's a pinch hitter. Ryan Christensen was supposed to be coming to the plate. It's not Ryan Christensen. And I'm not exactly sure who's coming to the plate. There's not a 29 on the roster. 29 on the lineup they gave us today, there's not a 29. There's Allwood. This may be Allwood. As this is in the dirt and thinking about it, no. Maybe a little bit of Shohei Ohtani here, starting the game, throwing 97, and then now coming to the plate. Here's the 1-1, grounded to the right side, and that's going to get a run in for Bend. RBI single moves over Maloney to second, one out. You're in this top of the 8th inning, 5-4 the score. And now the umpire is going to come out, talk things over with Joey Wong, and then heading over to second as a pinch runner now is Braden Terry. So Allwood, we assume, with the RBI single.
First baseman number 28, Zach Tolia.
Here's Zach Tolia now with the runners at first and second. Armstrong steps off, and we'll have to hop back on. Toby Twist has an earned run to his name after the leadoff walk, and Ortiz came in to score on the RBI single by, we assume, Allwood. Tolia, 1 for 3, single and run at the 4th. First pitch, he swings to third. Longo fields it, taps on third, throws the one up in time. Gets the lead runner in Maloney, though, at third. Brings up Justin Sukata now. Sukata today 0 for 3, reached on a fielder's choice in the second. As runners at first and second, as Terry's at second. Fouls the first pitch from Armstrong, 0-1. 5-4 the score here on the top of the 8th inning. 6 hits today for Bend, 5 runs. A lot more efficient than the Drifters, 4 runs on 9 hits. Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1-1 from Armstrong. Armstrong was the lefty pitcher that we expected today. We thought the test was going to be throwing tomorrow. That's what Coach Alan Embry told us before the game. To the right side. 1 run comes in on the RBI for the score here. Drifters line.
At the plate is the left fielder, number 19, Bobby Blanford.
Bobby Blanford, Reed Kellum, and Charlie Updegrave all due up against Benner Wailama, the right-hander, heading out to the University of Hawaii. First pitch, Blanford launches high and foul to right. Into the party deck it goes, 0-1. Blanford 1 for 3 with a double in the fourth, up for the first time now in a 5-4 ball game. It is Bend with a 5-4 lead. We are all discussing it during the break here in the press box. We think it was Allwood that hit the RBI single. There's not another 29 as Bend cuts through a pitch, 0-2. But nobody thinks that's illegal, having a pitcher throw and come into the game as a pinch hitter. They immediately took him out, and here we are, 0-2 count to Blanford. Pitch, swing, and a miss. 3-pitch strikeouts, back-to-back strikeouts for Wailama. And the first out's recorded here in the bottom of the eighth. 5-4 the score. Brings up Reed Kellum. Kellum a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out today. Last ball drove it to left center field, but it was Sukata making the catch in left to rob him from the hit. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. Now, if that was Allwood, he had himself quite the day, throwing 97 miles per hour, and then later on in the game gets the go-ahead RBI single. Do it on both sides, apparently. He's a guy that literally just got added to the team today. The 0-1 to Kellum. Called a strike, 0-2. He's not on point streak, which is the statistic, so they had to add him today. Still not on the roster on Ben's. As the 0-2 to Kellum is fouled off. Do it again. Normally you have to put in the pitcher for the day before you even get to the field. Normally it goes down in the morning time. They didn't put him in, and we just found out moments before the game that it was Luke Allwood getting the start for Bend as Kellum fouls it away. Blake, the broadcaster for Bend, he kind of just didn't know either. He just said he showed up last night after the game and was here today. He threw it. Now has the go-ahead RBI single. The 0-2 to Kellum. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Tell you what, though, that's quite the if you're Bend. I mean, you got a starter that goes 4 innings and just allows 1, and then later on in the game, he gets the go-ahead hit. Oh, 2. Kellum popped it foul. He's back. Kellum searching for his first hit today. Came in just hitting 222. Had a hit yesterday. Went 1 for 4. 0-2. Down and away. 1-2. The at-bat continues with Kellum at the plate. 5-4. Bend with the lead here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Drifters looking to come from behind after Bend just retook the lead after the Drifters tied in the bottom of the 7th. Kellum fouls it away and stays alive. Kellum, a transfer from Hines Community College. Originally from Jackson, Mississippi. One-two from Wailama. Lined over the tees at third. And the winning of the battle goes to Kellum. First with a count here in the bottom of the 8th.
At the plate is the first baseman, number 31, Charlie Updegrave.
Here's Charlie Updegrave now, who had a double his last time up. He's 2 for 3 with a home run back in the 3rd. Now let's see if Updegrave can make a difference here. I believe Cooper Mullins just came into the game. Wow, this is the first time we're seeing Cooper Mullins. Mullins last appeared June 15th as a pinch runner against Winnebago. His last time saw an at-bat was June 11th. So that one time he came in and pinch ran, he did score as the first pitch upgrade misses away 1-0. Only the season has 10 runs scored in 10 games played. Let's see if he can make it 11 in 11 games. Up the grave, big cut, and a miss. 1-1. But Mullins adds a little bit more speed. 35th best prospect in the state of Oregon, heading off to the University of Michigan. Throw back to first. They're keeping an eye on him. Wailama set. Here's the one. Side at 2-1 up the grade. Up the grave had a chance for a go-ahead 2-run home run yesterday. Would have been a winning home run as he came up in the 9th inning, down by 1. Ended up going down looking on strikes. Throw back to first. Mullins in there safely. Wailama keeping an eye on him. Two one to up the grave. Inside at 3-1. On deck is Jaden Shepard if we get there. Coach Wong from the dugout adjusting the outfield as Justin Scott moves a little bit towards his left side, a little bit more right towards center, looking from the plate. There's a 3-1. High, and that's going to be blocked up the grave. Mullins heads over to second. Tying scoring position. Go ahead run at first.
At the plate, right fielder, number 33, Jaden Shepard.
And now a mound meeting for the Bend Elks. Danny Sales is the pitching coach for the Elks. Sales played college baseball at Mount Hood from 2004 to 2006. Played a bit of professional baseball as well as summer collegiate baseball. Played with the Kansas City Grays of the Mink League and the Niagara Power of the NYCBL. Played with a couple of independent baseball teams before retiring and returned to the state of Oregon in 2015, where he has coached high school baseball and American Legion baseball since. Right now, he's the head coach at South Eugene High School. He goes things over with Wailama. So Sales, he returned to the South Willamette Valley. Not too far away from South Eugene High School, about 5 miles away. Shepard at the plate. Runners at first and second. One out. First pitch. Shepard half swing. He went around. 0-1. Shepard hitless. A line out, a ground out, and a pop up. He's due though. 0-1. Called the strike. 0-2. Ryan Cooney is on deck. Shepard looking for a hit, just has one hit on the season, and it was June 14th against Wenatchee. Now 1 for 13 on the season as a whole. The 0-2. Shepard takes high and away, 1-2. Has a great frame, 6'6", 230 pounds. Solid contact on a ball, gets the barrel on it. He can drive the ball far with his frame, just needs to make contact. 1-2. He goes down swinging. Second strike for Wailama. Third overall. Will bring up Ryan Cooney with 2 outs and 2 runners on. Getting later here in Springfield. The Drifters need runs, and they have the tying run in scoring position in Mullins. Cooney has been at 3 for 3. Has scored 2 runs his last 2 at bats. All 3 hits have been single. Can do it. Cooney do it again. First pitch, pops it in the air, high towards left field. Racing back is Ortiz, but in left field, Sukata overran it. That's going to score. Dave's coming home. home. He's going to score. The Drifters lead 6-5. Can you believe it? Sukata just overran it in left. He was near the line and it dropped in fair territory. And Ryan Cooney just put the bat on the ball. And things happen that are good for Springfield. And here's Cole Kleckner with the Drifters leading by 1. Oh my goodness. So Kleckner comes up 2 for 4 with hits in his last 2 at bats, both of them singles. Shouts 1-0 to Kleckner. I'm at a loss of word. The 15th best defense in the WCL. There's 16 teams, so they're second to last in the WCL in terms of total errors this season and fielding percentage. That right there was the 27th error of the season for Bend, and it's a costly one. 1-0, chopper left side. Ortiz at third, throws to first. It's a one-hopper that bounces, and now the throw goes home, but sliding back to third is Cooney. And Kleckner's going to be at first. On the corners.
Number 7, Dawson Santana.
Brings up Dawson Santana today. Sack bunt his last time up. That sack bunt was huge as he advanced Cooney over to third after his runners at first and second. Sack bunt, Cooney at third, and then he came in on a ground ball by Longo, which tied the game at 4 at that point. Now comes to the plate with runners on the corners and the Drifters leading by 1. First pitch, a strike, and sliding into second safely is Kleckner. Kleckner, the stolen base. That's his second of the season. Santana's up with an 0-1 count, and now 2 runs in position. Drifters would love extra insurance here today, going into the top of the 9th. The 0-1. 0 for Santana, 1-1. Santana was hitless yesterday, and that was a rarity. Came in on a 7-game hit streak, but he was hitless after pinch hitting. Looking for a hit here in the start. The 1-1 in the dirt. Sylvester keeps it in front of him, 2-1. So, and get a hit here. He'll extend his streak of hits, at least in games that he started. It would be a big one, as it could score 2 runs and make it a 8-5 game going into the 9th. 2-1 to Santana. In the air towards the right side of the field. Going over is Toglia. He's near the wall, and that one a little bit off the netting. We'll do it again to Santana. Wow, wow. I'm still at a loss of words on the hit ball by Cooney. It was a high pop-up right down the line. Play. Sukata overran it. And now it's runners in the scoring position, 2 of them for Santana. And somehow Springfield's leading. 2-2. Okay. Well, folks, Springfield's leading by 1 as we head to the 9th for the second straight. See if the Drifters can on the hit Ryan Cooney. Give it here on the Drifters live stream. Top of the ninth inning. Hoskins comes to the plate as the first pitch is grounded to Santana at shortstop. The throw to first in time to get Hoskins. First out here in the top of the ninth. Brings up Tyler Peterson, followed by Ruben Cedillo here in this top of the ninth inning. 6-5, the Drifters with the lead. And it just seemed like the Elks were going to be going into the ninth inning with a one-run lead. Instead, Springfield steals 2 runs in the eighth on the hit by Ryan Cooney as Armstrong fires a strike into Peterson. 0-1. Peterson so far today 0 for 3 with a walk in the third. The 0-1 from Armstrong, called a strike. 0-2. Armstrong out for the second straight inning. The Drifters looking to close the door here in the ninth. Were unable to do so yesterday. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? Don't know. As Light Jeb tags the runner, the appeal down to first. He did not go. Callister does not give the call to Springfield, and it's a 1-2 count to Peterson. Yesterday, the Drifters were leading by 1. It was a solo shot by Luca DeBall. Down and away, 2-2. And that made it 3-3. A couple of doubles for the Elks. One by Maddox Baloney, the other one by Elijah Jackson. And that made it a 4-3 lead for Bend as they were able to win it. Got the favorable call again from the pitch from Armstrong, and the count's full, 3-2. That one right on the black on the inside part of the plate. Could have gone either way. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Armstrong. Called strike 3. The Elks are down to their final out. Armstrong gets his first strikeout. And now in steps Ruben Cedillo. Cedillo walked his last time up. It was his first at bat after he came in, and rather he flew out his last time up. He came in as a pinch hitter. That was in the 7th. And now he stands in against Armstrong. He takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1. Armstrong in a little bit easier of a situation here with nobody on. The 0-1, a little bit below the knees, 1-1. Had to come in after a runner was on base, issued by Toby Twist with a leadoff walk last inning. That runner did come in to score. And that's a strike. 1-2. The Elks are down to their final strike. It was an RBI single by, we assume, Luke Allwood at that point. But the Drifters lead by 1. The 1-2 from Armstrong. Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. Springfield comes from behind. At the bottom of the 8th inning, Ryan Cooney, a 2-run double to win it for Springfield as Armstrong closes the door. 6-5 is the final, and Springfield avoids being swept. And they continue their pace and contention for first place in the WCL South. The Drifters improved 9-6 overall. And Ryan Cooney is undoubtedly the player of the game with a 4 performance with 2 RBIs in the 8th inning. What a game for the Drifters to come from behind and steal this one from the Bend Elks the same way that they stole the game from the Drifters yesterday. It was a late inning game, and that was a crazy ending to a game. And thank you guys for joining us here on the Drifters live stream. We apologize for the technical difficulties that we had throughout the game. Ultimately, we were able to push through and make it through as the Drifters do win 6-5 today. The losing pitcher is going to be Waialama Brenner, going off to the University of Hawaii. He gets the loss today, and Bryce Armstrong is going to pick up the victory. 6-5 is the final. Springfield will be back at it again tomorrow. They'll be facing off against the Cowlitz Black Bears. All 3 of those games going to be here on the Drifters live stream here at Hamlin Sports Complex. 6:35 the start time on Friday and Saturday. Sunday it's going to be a 1:05. But Springfield wins today against Bend, and it's a big one. Springfield came in a game out of first place. Currently leading. Ridgefield, who's the team in first place, the team that Springfield is a game behind, they're currently facing off against Yakima Valley. We'll get you that score real quick before we sign off. The Raptors facing off against the Pippins right now. And right now, Ridgefield in the 9th inning is leading 4-1. So the Drifters, unless Yakima Valley can come back in the bottom of the 9th inning, will remain in 3rd place. They're currently tied with Portland, who's also playing right now. Corvallis half a game ahead of the Drifters in 2nd place. But Springfield wins this one by a score of 6-5. They come from behind and avoid being swept at home against the Bend Elks. Drifters 9-6 overall. Elks drop below 500 again, now 7 on the season. But that's going to do it for us here at Hamlin Sports Complex. Nate Uretsky saying so long from Springfield. We'll see you tomorrow against Cowlitz here on the Drifters live stream.
can take your number